Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is December 1st and it is negative outside. A couple of things we're doing in the shop. I'll go show you those in a minute, but we have been snowed out of the field now for the better part of a week since I think the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So I got some parts coming for this girl this week. Hopefully get it running proper again. Just having some issues with it. And then we got busy with fall work, so it got put on the back burner. But I'm going to show you a little today. We put a GF Controls RTK Steering system in our neighbor's Hagie sprayer, and we're going to run through the measurements and show you a few things on that. Skylar's currently making the hoist work again. Who pushed all the mud up here, Dylan? Or was that you?
I did, because when I backed out it went all over the shop, so I pushed it back and then I shoveled most of it back in the bucket.
Oh, you didn't have to admit to it. You could have just blamed Dylan. He's not here today. He said he was ice fishing. Or he was going to go ice fishing. I told him to wear his helmet because the ice ain't very thick yet. So. Ice fishing? You don't want to go? Huh. Maybe in a couple months, yeah, when it's actually safe. So, all right, here's the Hagie in question. I don't know if we talked about this puppy on YouTube yet or not. Maybe Skylar remembers, but Skylar actually did most of the install. This is our neighbor's. It's a nice unit. It's kind of unique. You don't see a lot of older Hagies. A few new ones around, but I think this one's like a 91. Late 80s, early 90s model anyway. Fun story, and I'll actually maybe run over there and show you. It was sitting by our shed, and I backed into it with my combine. Didn't even know I did it. You can see the fiberglass there. It's been my year for backing into shit. Backed into the Steiger, backed into the sprayer. What else have I backed into? Can you remember any other accidents I've had?
Shed? I wasn't backing into anything.
When did I hit the shed?
With the combine, the head.
No, that was like 2 years ago. That doesn't count. I'm just talking about things I did this year. What's that? Yeah. And I wasn't backing up when I hit the machine shed. I was driving in the shed. Does it really? Huh. So this thing blew a hydraulic hose somehow. Only we could blow a hose on a car lift. And then we didn't know, in an act of desperation, we just put regular old hydraulic fluid in it, which is not thick enough. Requires ISO 32. So now we're trying to get the oil out of there. And they don't put a drain plug in there. Can you make a little button for it?
Sure.
They don't put a drain plug in it, so this to me appears to be the only way to get all the oil out of there. Then we'll have to bleed all the lines, but right now with this thin oil, it just makes the hoist settle all the time. Here we go, here we go. This thing's so cool. I really want to run it one of these days. Okay, we're going to start it so the airbags air up and so we get carbon monoxide poisoning. Somehow I want to air the seat up. Right there. Okay. This bad boy turned on. Woo, look at that. The airbags aired up. You can feel it lifting up. See him? Right now I'm trying to air the seat up. first thing we're gonna do is add a vehicle. You can see here. Alright. Whoops. Should be exactly centered. But now I don't remember. Can I go back one? Ah, shit. I think I accidentally skipped one. So we'll start over. Add a vehicle. We're going to call it a Hagie. $2,100. Check. So I'm not sure this is where we're going to permanently keep this screen. This is just where the screen is at right now. I need my neighbor to come and tell me where he wants it to sit. Okay, antenna height. Yeah, see, I knew I missed one. So we got to measure the height from ground level up. So we'll do that here. And we're gonna have to back out again because I forgot to set this damn thing to, whoopsies, imperial units. Alright. So, third time's a charm. Alright, and I've measured this. It's 11.5 feet. Okay. Shut this thing off for a minute. Here's, I can tell it's centered. So we're gonna say that that's good. Well, we'll measure it quick. I think we just eyeballed it. I don't know, the cab is 4 feet wide. I'd say that's pretty good for guessing. Pretty much centered. Not bad. This thing was like OG independent suspension back in the day. Very cool. Cab's a little small for a big guy. I'm 6 foot something. Before, let's see, it's before the back axle. We'll have to measure how many feet that is. Okay, so there's the center, the axle. We're gonna say it's about 91 inches, so 7 foot 7 inches. We'll probably just call it 7.5 feet. Close enough. You don't have to be super precise with these things. They correct themselves pretty well. We got to measure the wheelbase. So axle to axle. See if I can do that without here. I lost my damn head strap again. I'm gonna have to order a new one. That's pretty close. So we'll just say that it is, jeepers creepers, 10 foot 8 inches roughly. I guess we could probably just call it 11 feet. That looks to be about right. The more I look at this. 11 feet. Precision, baby. I think this thing is 90 foot. I think it's a 90 foot boom. Trifold? Yeah, it's got to be 90. So the next step would be to measure the front wheel space. We're going to call it 12 feet because actually it would be 10 feet. That'd be inside to inside though, probably. Because it would be set at 120 inches. Son of a bitch. What a shitty tape maker. Sharp, ain't it? Doofus. Okay, so it says login down here in the corner. So that means it's not yet activated. So here, I'll go back one. Click into RTK. And then I'm going to go into here. And I obviously can't show you any of this, but get it logged in. We'll get it activated. And pretty quick, we'll take you out into the negative weather. And we will do a little calibration, do a little demonstration. We'll see how it works on the Hagie. I'm pretty excited to see what it'll do, even in the snow and the ice. Alrighty, we are out with the Hagie, waiting on the verification code. Getting that from ourselves. So try to go somewhere where we can do a little calibration with it. Man, this thing's awesome. I kind of want it. It'd be fun, I think. Fun little rig. This little Raven controller in it. Fun machine. I don't know if the fuel gauge works or not, but if it does, we may have a problem here shortly. Give it a quick update. That way everything works properly, and then we'll do some calibrating. So these systems are, I think I've talked about them a little bit, but they're super easy to install. They're just a steering motor. Soon we'll have integrated. Actually, we do have integrated, we just haven't released it yet because it's still like, we're still kind of developing it and we're perfecting it at this point. We don't want to release something that's garbage. So I wish you guys, and I'll have to go back and see if I've got some old video clips someday, and maybe I'll put it all together, but I wish I would have done a little bit more to document the progression of these GF control systems. Marcel has done so much to develop these to make them more farmer friendly, US friendly, Imperial unit friendly. I mean, so many things that have made them so much better. Cost wise, you know, $7,500 for a system, a one-time SIM card activation fee of $150, and $380 a year for RTK. Sub-inch accuracy, folks, for under $10,000, for under $500 a year. That's like a third of what it costs you if you were to go and buy like big name brand competitor RTK. I mean, if you're looking for something to throw in a tractor that doesn't have a steering system, soon we'll be able to tap into your steering valves. Right now, we got these steering motors. They're not clumsy. They're quiet. They don't, I mean, you can turn them and disengage them. There's so many things that you can do with them that are so convenient. We've got some other cool features coming out really soon that I don't want to talk about yet till they're released, but the best part is there's no yearly subscription, there's no unlocks, there's no paywalls. It's a one-time fee, and then the yearly subscription to RTK, which $380 a year, you cannot beat it for price. At least to my knowledge. I think everybody else, I know that Trimble and John Deere are both at least $1,000 if not more a year for RTK. So this is going to give you sub-inch accuracy, like I said, for under $10,000, for under $8,000 honestly. So you can't beat it for the price, and the usability, user friendliness, usability, whatever you want to call it. Installation on them, super easy screens to run, and pretty much, like I always say, even my dad can use it. My dad's will be 69 here. Technology is not his favorite thing. He actually, and it's almost derogatory, I shouldn't say that. My dad's not a dumb guy by any means. He figures things out, but he's just a cowboy, and so, you know, auto steer for him is something that's, you know, it needs to be simple, it needs to be effective, it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. And take it from me, a guy who's got Trimble, John Deere, used a Raven, GF Controls, and I had an old Easy Steer. I'll tell you right now, friends, that the GF is by far my favorite. It's so user-friendly. You know, you can just go out, you make some lines, you store your lines, you do what you need with it, away you go. So I do understand, you know, from an integrated standpoint, there is something to be said about having integration, being able to use Op Center, send out workflow, all that stuff, right? I mean, that's super nice. I use a G5 in my Steiger to strip till, and I'll be planting with it too, because it came with a planter, and I can just, my agronomist just immediately sends my variable rate maps and puts it into a work folder or whatever for me, and I just click in it and away I go, right? So that is super cool, and you do pay for that convenience, guys. But if you're just looking for something, you know, I'm not trying to target that market. We're out here selling these. We're out here putting in the time. We're trying to grow this company, and we really want to help farmers. That's what we're doing. So when Marcel brought this to me in January, this opportunity to be part owner and to help him grow this company, this product that he's developed, we're targeting guys who don't want to spend big bucks. We're all about personable relationships with our customers. You know, that's my big thing, is I want to make sure that everybody I sell to is taken care of. I know them on a first last name basis. Call me anytime, call Marcel anytime. We got a 24-hour support line. One of us is going to answer. We can RDA in, tap into your screen just by, you know, remotely. We can tap into your screens remotely with a laptop. There's so many things that we can do, and these systems are so good for so many people. All right, so I'm gonna click back here. So we're on the home screen. We click into settings. We go to calibration, and we're gonna start this bad boy. All right, we're gonna hold it stationary for 10 seconds. So there's the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Delta 6. This is Delta 8. You're clear for takeoff. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna set A. We're gonna drive a ways. Man, this thing is so cool. I really love this Hagie. You know what my favorite part about doing this auto steer thing in my free time is the amount of awesome equipment and awesome farmers that I get to meet. I've been in some pretty cool tractors now, and some pretty cool sprayers, pretty cool combines, and met some awesome people. That's the best part about all this. Making connections, man. Life is so much about who you know, not about what you know. I learned that a long time ago, and if you can build a big network and just be a good, genuine person, not saying that I am, but that makes a big difference, you know. Gotta help people out. That's what we're doing. So I like to go a ways. I don't really know what the standard is, but I like to go 200 feet if I can, and just to get a nice line. Then we'll set B. All right, now we're gonna start it. So now it's going to correct. We're going to have to adjust the sensitivities a little bit, but it's not doing bad. So lateral air, we're right in there. I'll adjust that a little bit so it stays on the line better. We got to get every equipment, or every machine is different, you know. Oh, geez, that was close. Every machine is different per calibration and aggressiveness settings, so we'll get her dialed in here, and I'll show you a smooth operation here. So we got this fresh update. We need to set this down to about 3. Whoa. Turn the manual release down. That's pretty good. Set that there. Successful. Now, one thing I forgot to do is we're gonna have to put an implement on this puppy. So we are spraying, and it's booms. We need to fix that. I think we need to fix that. Tool width, I think this baby is 90 foot, so we're gonna go 90. Line space 0. Does not deviate from side to side. Does not deviate back and forth. Alright. But the problem is going to be the map is going to be behind the machine. I bet we can fix that though. It's tough to do this in the yard, but we're doing it. pretty good. Calibrating, or not calibrating, testing is what I should say. We're gonna whip her back around here and go back across the same tracks. See what I mean? I just don't have enough room to do this properly. Oh nice, I see that red truck's leaking power steering fluid again. That's always cool. I love when it does that. It's a neat little trick it does when it's cold. It likes to puke all the power steering fluid out of the pump. Alright, so we're gonna say we're coming back in right here. We're gonna engage it, finding the line. Looks like we found her pretty good. Uh-oh, we got speed bubbles? No, we're good. Alright, I like it. It's doing good. Well, I know this was pretty short and not super interesting. It's always a lot more fun when we're in the field, but we're snowed out of the field, so we're gonna put this baby back in the shop. Try to give my neighbor a call and see if he wants to come sit in it a little bit. I think we need to move this screen and have a little meeting about where it should go. I think it's a little bit in the way right there, so we need to maybe move it down, and the engage and power switches need to be down here somewhere, but we didn't want to drill a hole in somebody else's rig without asking permission. Alright, if you are interested in a system, I'm going to drop our website link in the description. I'll also link my Instagram, and maybe I'll even drop a phone number down there. You can give us a call. We ship anywhere in the US. We've got systems in Canada and quite a few states now. Quite a few states. So even the almond hedgers in California are running our systems, which is super cool. Alright, catch you on the next one, and here's a little bonus footage of the hole in the back of my combine from when I actually backed into this Hagie. Thanks for watching. Dun-na, 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 dun-na. Oh man, look at that giant hole. Looks so bad. Combine looks pretty good though. Yeah, if you're watching this, if you're this far, we did kind of get things put up for the winter. We got a few things to park permanently yet, but pretty well put away. I can't believe I did that. Sad thing is, I didn't even know I hit it. Like, I backed into it, took off, went and combined for hours. Couldn't figure out why my auger spout was bent either. Come to find out, I backed into the Hagie sitting in the yard. So I don't know. I guess it was just a year for me to hit shit, because I also smashed this Steiger grill up. We did fix this though. I found a used one, Worthington Egg Parts. They're $5,000 new, $1,800 and a little paint and a couple new lights. We had this thing fixed up proper, so probably I just need to quit hitting shit, huh? I think we can take this panel off this winter and take it to a fiberglass shop and have them patch that up. Probably no problem. It didn't hurt any decals or nothing, so shouldn't be too much to maybe just match the paint. Away we go. All right, second time. Thanks for watching.